Peer work plays an important role in the development of speaking skills in the classroom. Sometimes the students, they feel very shy to speak in English with their teachers or somebody at a higher status. So it is easy for them and they feel comfortable to speak to their fellow students of their own age. So if the speaking skills activity is done in pairs and they are encouraged to speak to their partners, and then the teacher supervises their speaking skills and notes down what are the errors they are making, where they lack in pronunciation, intonation or word stress, and then collectively does a sort of a feedback session for the students so that they do not become embarrassed that their mistakes were noticed by the teacher. If we are going to give individual feedback, that should be after many sessions of speaking skills, not in the beginning. If we give them individual feedback in the beginning and tell them what their mistakes are, they become very conscious of it. The students at all ages get embarrassed when they are in the primary school, when they are in the secondary school, and even when they are at a high level. Remember, the students always get embarrassed. Even sometimes in the adult learning classes, I have noticed that if I give them individual feedback, they do get embarrassed about it. So the speaking skills feedback should never be given in the very beginning. It should not be told them in the very beginning that they are making mistakes, because that is going to hinder them to speak any further. It would be quite a demotivation for them to speak in English if they come to know just in the beginning of the term that they are making mistakes. So the job of the teacher is that when she is asking the students to speak with their partners or with the person who is sitting next to them, the teacher needs to just take a round in the class and notice where are the errors, where do the students need to improve upon, whether they are making more grammatical skills, mistakes, or whether they are making mistakes in pronunciation, or if they are not using any intonation or word stress. All these things should be noticed by the teacher, written down if she wants to give a collective feedback. So it is a good idea to write down, note down the mistakes the students are making and give a collective feedback without naming anybody that who is making the mistake. Generally, everybody would be able to take a feedback and understand what the teacher wants them to do. And then the following session, again, the teacher may observe and see whether some improvement has been made. And in case there is no improvement, that means the teacher needs to explain her point further. As I said before, we cannot expect people to be doing things without them understanding what we want from them, what we expect from them, or what the examiner is going to expect from them finally when they are going to have their exam. So it is a good way that whenever we are looking at teamwork, or we are looking at pair work, or even group work, we as teachers should develop a structure of giving feedback to our students so that they do understand where they need to work on and improve in the weak areas, and also develop their strengths further. In the collective feedback, it is also very important to tell what are the strengths of the students, to appreciate them, to praise them for what they have done well in the classroom, because that is going to make the feedback very authentic. The students will understand that the teacher was also looking at the good things of the students. She was not only looking for the bad things, or she was not only finding mistakes, but rather she was also appreciating their efforts to speak good English.